Hello, everybody. Please drop some ones in the chat if you can hear me well. Drop some ones in the chat if you can guys hear me well. Let's get it. Let's drop some sevens if you're excited for today's guest. I don't know about you all, but I'm super excited. And as well, I just want to say welcome to all the new people and congratulations for taking on this sale, okay? And yeah, the videos that I just showed you, it was a little bit about us. Who are we, right? That's our community. And yeah, guys, I'm so excited for you to be here. So I know we have probably some few new faces here. I am Sandia, okay? I joined myself this community about a year ago. I started backpacking in Australia. I'm originally from Eastern Europe, okay? I was being open-minded when I joined. I was hungry as fuck to succeed, okay? I've been fired before that 3 times in 1 year, and I was just like sick of waiting for others to come and save me. So I took the action in my own hands, started this platform. I joined this platform, okay, worked my ass off every day, and I never went back to work. So this is all I do, guys. And you should be, guys, really privileged to have this opportunity, okay? And don't mind me, my brother walking past me. I'm currently visiting my family, okay? I haven't seen them for 3 years. But yes, guys, so today's theme call, we're gonna have 2 people on, okay, as you probably saw on the speaker. And as well, I just wanted to educate the new people with these team calls, right? It's about everything, right? Normally you have the platform where you can learn everything about investing trading, okay? So my job is not to teach you directly investing trading, right? We do have as well, for example, the marketing side, the business side. So here we have a little bit of mix of everything. Sometimes people come on here, share their experience with investing trading, their results. Or sometimes we have people, you know, train you in mindset, marketing, leadership, different things. So it's really fun. You get to know other people. So make sure you come on every Sunday. These calls happen once a week, okay? And yeah, so basically our first speaker is gonna be Miguel, okay, who you probably saw in the video. He is the founder of our community. So give me a second. Okay. Sorry. So basically, I told you guys I'm visiting my family. Just wanted to say that Miguel is going to be the first speaker, okay? So he founded TPR community. What is TPR? It's Trading People Revolution. It's basically a community, a movement inside of iGenius, right? So iGenius is used on the platform all over the world, okay, in America, Canada, Australia, Europe, all over the world, right? So in TPR, Miguel has, he started this movement 4 years ago. He's 26 years old, okay, multi-6-figure earner because of business, okay? He started from nothing. He's now making 50K a month plus. So guys, he's crazy inspiration for each and one of us. He's my personal mentor, and you guys should be really honored to have him on here. And as well, never be scared to connect with him as well. Follow him on Instagram. I'm just gonna drop his Instagram here, Miguel V, so you can Miguel V. So before he comes on, make sure you follow this. That's the guy, okay? He's such an inspiration. I traveled with him together myself. I traveled with him myself quite a bit together. He's from Germany, moved to Dubai because of this business. And yeah, so he's the product of the product, the founder, okay? He has developed crazy community in Germany. We have over 1,000 people in Germany. We have big community in Portugal, all over the Europe. So a year ago I joined, so we started to do as well the English speaking community. So we are a pretty, in TPR, English community is developing, and it's gonna be really, really good in the next couple of years. So guys, you're in early days here, so I'm happy to see that. But yes, so Miguel is gonna give you a lot of value for you guys today. And as I said, there's no one else to be on, okay? So he's the product of the product. He joined actually, he studied law. He was very skeptical. It took for him 6 months to join, okay? He spoke with lawyers, everything, okay? And yeah, if he would have been closed-minded and wouldn't have started this, we wouldn't be here, none of us today, okay? So Miguel, the stage is yours.
What's up, guys? Can you guys hear me? Perfect. Cindy, first of all, really appreciate it. Always nice to see you and hear from you. And, you know, thank you so much for the edifying and for the red carpet. I'm seeing a lot of new faces. I'm pretty overwhelmed to be back on Zoom calls since I've been building in the trenches, building like offline for the last 2 months, traveling through Europe and not pretty much doing any Zoom calls. But it's really nice to see so many, new faces. I see Haley, congratulations on executive just recently. And I don't know if Chiara is on. I didn't see her, but I also saw that she today or probably yesterday just hit executive. So if you're on, Chiara, congratulations also from my side. It's crazy to see what is happening. And I'm very, very, very proud of especially Cindy, especially the leaders like Tanisha. She's always giving like the best Zoom calls ever. In terms of education, I saw her last time doing the team call, and to all the new ranks, and what you guys are doing is just amazing. I love to see that. There's one thing, I don't want to be unfriendly in the first couple of seconds, because some of you guys might have never seen me, might have been or are for the first time on this Zoom call. But we have a little rule in the TPR, and the rule says that if you are on a Zoom call, you have your cam on. Would be nice to see your faces. I already see a lot of beautiful faces, but would be nice to see everyone, because for me it's very hard to memorize names, but it's easier to memorize faces and to see who is new and who is new in the game. So I would really appreciate that. And on the other side, you have to understand that visibility is accountability, right? You cannot build a business without showing your face. Okay. I understand if you're, for example, a mom and you're taking care of your kid, or if you are somewhere where it's not very, where it's not a good idea to show your camera. I completely understand that, then you can leave it off. But if you are sitting at home like me, or somewhere in the office, or somewhere outside, where you can show your face, I would really appreciate if you can show your face. Okay. And yeah, so what can I start and say? So you guys have to understand that Cindy invited me to this team call to just give you some information, to educate you a little bit about this business. And what I want to focus today is not so much like a training in terms of what you need to do. I believe that Tanisha, that Cindy, that all the other leaders already educated you what you need to do, and with the beautiful onboarding that we have, you guys know the skills, you know what you need to do, you know how to do it, you know where to learn it and how to learn it. So I want to focus a little bit more on the most important thing in our life. Would you guys be so nice and put in the chat what you believe is the most powerful and the most beautiful and the most important thing in your life when it comes to yourself? I just want to see if you guys are conscious about that. What is the most powerful thing that we all have? What is the most beautiful thing that we all have? What is the most important thing that we all have? The mindset, correct. So Diana said it first, and then Antonia, the mindset, your mind, the power of your thoughts, right? And you guys have to understand, when I joined this business, it was the first time for me that people started to talk about the power of your mind, and that you need a vision board, and that you need to see your future. And oh shit, I also forgot completely Lima. She's also on the call, just saw her. Also, congratulations to Global, but she's going to have a separate part, so I'm going to congratulate her later one more time. But just wanted to make sure that she's also mentioned. Also, very crazy story with Lima, like very, very crazy story. I see myself like Lima, because when she joined, she was very skeptical, and I was skeptical as fuck. And it seems like the skeptical people become very successful in this business. But yeah, to come back to the topic, when I joined this business for the first time, many people started to talk about in these trainings, like we do these trainings about the power of the mind, the mindset, that what you believe in is what turns into reality. What you hold in your mind, you will hold in your hands. That you have to focus on it, that you have to think about it, that everything is the power of the mind. And I was kind of like, I was not against it, but I was also like, bro, like if it's that easy, if I only think positive and my life changes, then let's get it, right? So I started to read the book, The Secret. And some of you guys might know the book, The Secret. It's like about spirituality. It's about how the mind works. It's about perfect. So she's already, who is that? Sarah's already holding the book into the camera. It's an unbelievable book. Basically, my life started to change because of that, right? Because for the first time in my life, I understood the sense of the universe. I understood that I can impact my life. I understood, and you guys have to understand, many of you guys are on this Zoom call today, but what you don't understand is that you are the person that dictates your life, your thoughts, right? Not you, but your thoughts. So everything, every position, I know it's very hard to say that, and I know in fact that this is true, that every position, every situation that you are in your current life is because you chose it. It's because of your mind. It's because You are 100% the result of your past thoughts. So I'm 26, I turned 26. So I am currently right now in this second, the result of my past 26-year thoughts, right? Everything that I thought, how I see myself when it comes to money, how I see myself when it comes to success, how I see myself when it comes to health, how I see myself when it comes to friends, how I see myself when it comes to communication, how I see myself when it comes to where I'm positioned in life, what kind of people are around me, what kind of information I consume, how I look like, the quality, everything. It's all my thoughts, right? So you have to understand that the power of your mind is not a joke. And you have to understand, if you have the right thoughts and you have the right direction, you just need a vehicle. And the vehicle is iGenius, the vehicle is TPR. Because you cannot just sit on your sofa and think positive and expect that everything changes in your life. No, you need to go forward. You need to take action. So what I want to give you, I want to give you the understanding that this is real. Why is this real? Like, you hear maybe these motivational speakers on excuse me, you may hear all these motivational speakers on TikTok and on Instagram and whatever, but I want to give you the understanding that that's facts. You know, I'm a very realistic human. I focus on science. I focus on facts. I focus on realism, right? I would describe myself as someone that is very realistic. So I had to find out for myself, when people start to talk about that, you know, it's everything is the mind and everything is energy and everything is, you know, vibration. I was like, okay, but where are the facts, right? Where are the facts? And I started to find out about studies where they, for example, put people that ran marathons, right? They put them on a machine where you can see like the movements of the muscle, where you can track the vibration of the brain. You can basically track everything that happens intrinsically in a human. And they put them on a stand. They put them on like not a stand, but they put them in a bed, and they told them to think about him running the marathon right now. They told him, think about you running, imagine yourself running the marathon right now. And the crazy thing is that for the mind, or for the body, basically, it's not a difference if you think about something or if you actually do it. The contraction of the muscle, the energy, everything is the same. So if you sit here and you're imagining that you are running a marathon, it's the same if you would run the marathon, right? It's the same thing, and that's proven. Another thing that they did is, and that's very interesting for me that I want to talk about, is some people say network marketing is good. Some people say network marketing is bad. Some people say trading works. Some people say it does not work. Some people experience a good life. Some experience a bad life. Some people have cold water, warm water, right? So everything in our world is binary. It's dual, right? Everything is good and bad. So we cannot experience good if we have never experienced bad. But we can also not tell what is hot if we have never experienced what is cold. So everything in our world is dualistic. Now, let's say, for example, who drinks coffee here? Okay, by indicating with your fingers, how many coffees do you drink a day? So currently I'm down to 2. When I was doing the tour, I was up to 5. Normally I'm at 1, so I'm going down again, but I would say 2. So just indicate with your finger, how many coffee do you drink a day? Okay, perfect. So if we would Google coffee right now together, like you can do it, it's just a waste of time if I do it, but I did it already. What will you find out? You will find out that some people, and studies will show you that if you drink a coffee a day, you will die. And then there are other studies that show you and tell you and give you evidence, if you drink 3 coffees a day, you are the healthiest person in the world. So everything that we Google, and nowadays, everything, there is no one mainstream idea and one result. It's always binary. Always, right? It's always left or right. So what I'm trying to say is, if you consume food, if you whatever you consume at the end of the day, but there was a study with a milkshake, right? So they had, let's say, 20 people on the left side and 20 people on the right side. And I'm telling you this so you understand that it's a fact that the power of the mind is no joke. That if you don't focus on that, you will never become successful. You can work as hard as you want, but if your mind is not positioned and set into the right direction, you can work as hard as you want, you will never become successful, right? And they made this study where they put 20 people on a milkshake and the 20 other people on a milkshake, but before they consumed the milkshake, they played the left side a video where it said that this milkshake is very unhealthy, right? It will boost their insulin. It's very bad for them. They will gain weight, right? It's a very unhealthy, full of sugar, full of shit milkshake. And they watched them consuming the milkshake, and they tracked their health, they tracked everything after them consuming the milkshake. On the other side, on the right side, they played them a movie or a documentary about this milkshake where they said this is a very healthy milkshake. It's the most, like, there's no healthier milkshake out there. It will boost their immune system. It will help them, lower their sugar levels. It will make them, feel satisfied. It will make them feel powerful, and it's a health benefits. Now they tracked both sides, and what's happened is after, it's the same milkshake, right? It's the same shitty milkshake on the left and on the right sides. But on the left side, you could track immediately after them consuming the milkshake that they had a negative impact on their health, right? Insulin levels spiked. They felt bad. They felt unsatisfied, right? They felt wrong, okay? How many times do you feel bad after you went to McDonald's or Burger King, or you knew that you just consumed just shit and you feel kind of bad about it? Sometimes you feel good about it because you're like, okay, one cheat day a week is cool and it tastes good, but we intrinsically know what is good and bad. We come to this world and we know what is good and bad. Okay, so the thing is that the people that drink the milkshake on the left side that had the negative impact, right? The direct opposite, the right side, they watched like a good movie, a good documentary about this milkshake where they thought they will have health benefits. And what happened is that it benefited their health. Now, the crazy thing is, how can some people's life be destroyed by the same food that they consume and other people survive? How can it be that we all on average consume the same food, but some people of us die of this food? They get cancer, they get ill, they get sick, they get whatever, but some others survive and live. Yes, you could say, oh, he does sport and the rest of his life and whatever he did is like good. No, it has only to do with the mind. If you eat and you bless your food and you bless what you drink, the structure of the water changes, and that's a fact. If you bless your water, the structure of the water changes. Now, I can understand that some of you guys say, okay, what like that has nothing to do with my success, and it has everything to do with your success, because you will have to understand that everything in life is energy and vibration. Now, if you focus on becoming successful in life and making money and becoming powerful and impacting and changing lives, you will have to understand that, again, the power of the mind is no joke. Now, I want to ask you, how many of you guys really 100% truly believe that you will become successful in this business? Like, truly believe. How many of you really have the conviction? 100%. If I would ask you right now, you can stand in front of me with your shoulders and your whatever else, like in a strong position, and say, I will become successful. I am already successful in this business. Because you guys will have to become irrational in the sense and in the eye of the society. The society will tell you, oh, don't talk about money, don't talk about success, get your job, focus on that, right? You at 18, you are a perfect slave. Who is above 18? Most of us, hopefully, right? So when you turned 18, you were the perfect slave for the society. And it's not me saying that, guys. Like, every successful person I know, every fucking successful person I know talks about that. Everyone knows that you have to get out of the slave mindset. Now, why is network marketing, why is what we do so badly viewed? Because it's completely okay that they view it badly, because everything in our world is binary. Everything in our world is left or right. Everything in our world is good or bad. Now, if you take this opportunity and you think that it's a good opportunity and you see yourself already succeeding and you see yourself how it should be, this tool, this vehicle, network marketing, trading, TPR, iGenius can change your life. But if you join and you think negatively about it and you think it will not work and it's a scam, it's a pyramid scheme, it's bad, what will happen? This opportunity will give you what you think about. If you today wake up every morning and you think that you are the greatest, if you every morning wake up and you pray to God and you are thankful, and by God, I don't mean Christian God, whatever God you follow, whatever God you pray to, right? If it's a universe, energy, God, Allah, I don't care, right? They're all the same for me. But I do that. I've seen myself before I moved to Dubai. I've seen myself traveling the world all the time before I had the money and the chance to do it. I saw myself giving my mom money every month. I saw myself having a large organization. I saw myself in a position that one day I will jump on calls and I don't know 20%, 80% of the people. I saw myself having and leading an organization of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I saw myself before it happened. And the crazy thing, everything is documented, everything. And I can show you. And all my books, these are all my books of gratitude. Since 4 years, every day I write down what I want to become. So if I would open one of these books, you would read how my life looks right now. And it's unbelievable, guys. Last time I did it in a German call, because most of them are in German, I started to cry, guys, because I was reading shit that I was writing down 4 or 5 years ago when I was broke in my mom's basement. And I was just writing down how my life looks like today. The cars that I drive, the quality of the food, the people that are around me, everything in my life turned as I wanted it to be, and even greater. Now, how did this work? It worked by focusing on what I wanted, but at the same time working my ass off every day. As I said, you cannot just sit there and say, okay, perfect, I just want a beautiful life, I just want to become rich, but you don't do anything for it. You will have to go out there, and all of you guys know what you need to do. Some people come to me and ask, but what do I need to do, Miguel, to become successful? Bro, you all know what you need to do. You all know, intrinsically, you know what you need to do. Tell me what you need to do right now. In the chat, if I ask you, you want to become very successful, you want to see the life that you are imagining yourself, what do you need to do? You all know what you need to do. Ask yourself the question, what do I need to do right now after the Zoom call to live the life that I have in my mind? And hopefully you already have a positive mind, because without a positive mind, you will never achieve greatness in life. Never, 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 never. Everything is vibration, everything is impacted by your energy, by your level and how you think. You have to, okay, work ethic and mindset. Miguel, making us cry, work hard, work for it with the right mindset. You are envision your dream life and take action. 100%. Basically is taking action, right? So a lot of what you have in your mind, and I know it's very hard, and let's talk a little bit about hardship. I know it's very hard to lie to yourself all the time, because I'm basically lying to myself all the time. When I open my back office, it's a lie, right? If I see my bank account, it's a lie, because the number that I have in my mind is real. And I know the hardship. I know how fucking hard it is to sit there and talk about being rich and being whatever, but having zero money on your bank account. I know how it is, but I never cared about the reality, because the reality is just one perception of my life. How you see your life is your perception. Can we agree that if you guys look at my image, like everything that is around, some of you guys will focus on different stuff. Some guys will focus on the printer, some guys will focus on the bag, some guys will focus on my hair, some of you will focus on my whatever, right? Everyone focuses on a different thing. Everyone has a different perception of life. Everyone sees colors different, right? But there's one thing that is always true. That's your name. If I ask you what your name is, you don't even think about it, because you know that's a fact. This is your name. If someone asks me, what is your name? It's Miguel. I don't have to think about it. Now, the same way you easily say your name when someone asks you, you have to think about your success. And for me, it was as easy to say, I am Miguel. It was as easy to say if someone asked me, are you successful? Yes, I'm fucking successful. Are you taking care of your parents? Yes, I'm taking care of my parents. Everything in my life, I already saw it before it turned into reality. Everything. And I use this vehicle, I use this business to turn my minds and what I saw into real life. Because everything has to manifest itself. But first you have to see it, then you have to work, and then it will turn into your life. I had thoughts in my mind that I saw from other people, and I wanted to have the same experience. And we had the same experience together. When this happens, this is the most beautiful thing in life. The most beautiful thing in life is not all the success you can accomplish and all the monetary things. It's the mind that first you saw it. You had an idea and you turned it into reality. That's the most beautiful thing about life. It's not buying another car. It's not driving another car. It's about that you had the thought that one day you will drive this car, and you saw yourself driving this car, and you saw yourself and you felt how it feels to drive this car. And then you sit in it and you do it. That's the most beautiful thing about life. Right? And freeing your mind from all this bullshit, from the fucking food that you eat, from the bullshit media that tells you that you are just a little puppet, that you are not serving for anything, that the humankind is fucked up, the humankind has no idea. Like all the media, everything, the whole society tells you every day that you are a piece of shit. Now, if the whole society, the whole media, your parents, everyone around you that tells you that you are a piece of shit, what do you expect of your life? Nothing. You have to break out of this fucking vicious circle. You have to break out and understand that you are the most powerful thing in this world. And even if it's not, I don't care. I rather believe that I'm very powerful than sit there and think, oh, I'm just a human. I just have 80 years. Let's bring it over. Let's just live. And it's not about how long you live. It's about the quality that you live. All our parents, the whole society is always based on, oh, I want to become 80. I want to become 100. It's all about how long I live. Bro, no, fuck it. It's not how long you live. I could die today and I know I had a fucking beautiful life and I did everything I wanted to do. There's so much more I want to do and I'm grateful for every another day, but it's the quality of life that you live, not the quantity of life. No one of us knows. We all have this perception and concept that we have like time. Like, right? Sometimes you say when older people die, you say, oh, it's so early that they died, 50, 52, 53. It's too early. Bro, you never know when it's too early. We never know. We never know if tomorrow is the end. We never know, right? And what I'm doing is I'm not focusing on making you scared or anything, but I just want you to break out of this vicious and stupid mindset of the society that gives you the thinking and understanding that you have time. No, you don't have time. No one of you have time. If some of you guys sit there and you're like, oh, I'm 25, fuck it, I didn't like, Gary Vee always says that. Oh, it's okay, you're 22, you didn't figure out your life, easy, chill, okay? Bro, no. Why? Why is that cool to not figure out your life as soon as possible? Why is it not cool to use the first 10 years on your 20s until your 30s to grind every fucking day? You have the most power right now. Guys, the last 2 months I was traveling. I slept 4 hours on average. I think I had half of a heart attack. I drank 5 coffees. I was traveling all the fucking time, different time zones, everything. But I never felt as alive as ever before. I never felt as powerful as ever before. Now imagine for 1.5 months, 2 months, my lifestyle was I sleep 4 hours, I wake up, I jump to the under the shower, I drive the car for 5-6 hours to the next city, I go to the hotel, I shower again, I put on the suit, whatever, I go to the event, I'm at the meeting with them, I eat with them, I come home, I fall into bed, and I do it 1.5 months and 2 months again. That's when life shows you how beautiful life is, if you are pushing hard, if you're impacting people, if you are traveling the world. And that's the most beautiful thing about what we do. And there are still people out there that say what we do is a scam. Why? Because it's completely okay for them to think that. And the only thing that annoys me very hard when people say that is to show. And the younger they are, and they tell me that this is a scam, this is a pyramid scheme. For example, yesterday, someone messaged me and said, hey, you are blah, 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 you know, not making them successful. You're just telling them bullshit. You're just making a fool of them. And it's a pyramid scheme. What you do, it's illegal. And I saw her face and she must have been 17, 18, maybe 20. And I'm so disappointed, not by her, but by the society, how the society turned someone with 19, 17, 18 years into a person that thinks that everything out there is a scam, but not a job. It just hurts me. And that is the power of TPR. That's basically what we do. The skill set is cool. The trading is cool. The automation is cool. It all works. We can all learn it. But the most powerful thing at the end of the day is, you know, waking people up again. Because there is so much belief that this whole system out there has the best interest for them. And in the last 2 years, you guys saw what happens and what can happen and what power the government has and how easy it is to enslave our mind and our people. All of us were wearing masks, right? And I don't want to come up with this topic again because people already, you know, sometimes shout at me and say, Miguel, you're always talking about that. But I know people don't want to talk about it, but just look at the last 2 years, what happened. In a couple of days, and hours, they managed to put the whole fucking world on masks and let people that are vaccinated go against people that are unvaccinated in a couple of hours. They created such a big disruption in our world, and people were going against each other. People were hurting each other. That's the power of them. And why is that possible? Because all your minds are enslaved because of the food that you eat, the mindset that you have, the propaganda out there with feminism. And I'm not saying that feminism is bad, right? Don't understand me wrong, but the feminism that they are preaching out there is bad. But then also the bullshit masculinity that they tell people, like the whole fucking system is rigged and fucked and bad and wrong. And you feel that, guys. You feel that. Like most of us, we sit there and we don't even have energy because of all the shit that we consume to build our own business. Every year, testosterone level dropped by 1%. 50 years ago, testosterone level were at 70%. Now we are 20%. And that's for men and for women. Now, if you don't have testosterone, it's very easy to explain that you guys don't have any power to do anything in your life. If you lack this hormone, if you lack this, one of many of them, I'm not saying that's the only one, but if a man lacks testosterone, he will not do anything, bro. He will sit at home, play video games, and jerk off to porn. And I'm sorry for saying that, but that's just a fact. And it's the same thing for women, right? Everything is changing and everything is going into a very wrong direction. So you guys, what I'm saying at the end of the day is you guys have to wake up and understand that there's only one opportunity to break from the slave mindset. And that's to become financially free, self-efficient. Fuck your money. Do you guys know what fuck your money is? Everyone knows what fuck your money is? Your boss comes to you and tells you you have to wait 2 more hours. Fuck you. That's fuck your money. Someone tells you don't have money for the rent. Fuck you. You have enough money. That's fuck your money. Your parents need money. You just go to them, you give them money. That's fuck your money, right? Some people try to tell you what to do, what you are, blah, blah, blah. Try to put you in a position where you are basically controlled by them because you don't have money, because you don't have the resources. But you have the money and you have the resources and you have the money and the mind. That's fuck your money, right? Fuck your money is basically every time someone wants to fuck you, you have enough money to basically fuck them back. So you have a free life. Freedom is defined by how many times you can say no and not yes. I never wanted to become a millionaire. I wanted to be someone that can say, I don't want this million that you offer me because it has nothing to do with my moral and ethics. That is becoming rich. People are running around, oh, I want to become a millionaire. No, I want to create millionaires. I want to be someone that can comfortably say, oh, I don't need your million because I have enough fuck your money, right? That's the next level of fuck you. Fuck you is everything, or fuck your money is a mindset. It's a state of life that you are in because you took care of your mind, you took care of your body, you took care of your financial situation. You learned skills. You learned the skills that the poor call scam, like trading, investing, cryptocurrencies. And just because of that, and you focused on that for 5 years and you had a positive mindset and you were going against everyone that was trying to bring you down, you see your life changing and you see how the matrix works, because our life is a matrix, right? Getting a job, working 9 to 5, 45 years, not having enough money to survive. That's a matrix. That's slavery. It's the same fucking thing as slavery back then. Okay, the same thing, just of focus, not physically. Back then, slavery was focused on physical, but now it's focused on mind. And it's easier to control a society with mind. And again, some people would say, oh, that's theories, you know, that's like conspiracy theories. I completely understand when you say that, because you will always, and understand that when I wrote that, it changed my life. You will always defend on what you depend. Again, you will always defend on what you depend. Because you can actually not convince your mind to depend on something and do something your whole life and feel more or less okay with it if you can not defend it and if you don't depend on it, right? So let's say, for example, you take a job and you know it kind of sucks, but then your mind starts to rationalize. It's like, oh, but everyone has to work a job, right? Oh, but I need money at the end of the month. Oh, but I need to take care. Oh, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I need to make money. Right? Oh, I have to, right? Oh, it's okay. Some people have a less, or like my job is okay. Some people have like a very bad job, you know, at least I can sit in the office, right? So we always try to rationalize, and that's your mind's. So your happiness is going down, but your mind is trying to put your happiness up with rationalizing and telling you how cool your life actually is. And we start to compare and we start to defend on what we depend. Right? And that's what I had to understand, because I always had that mind that people need to understand this business. How many of you guys went out there completely in love with this business, completely energized, completely motivated, like, bro, I need you to understand this. I need you to understand this business will change your life. And the people were like, oh, it's a scam. It doesn't work. Leave me alone with that. And you're like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Right? I was like that. I thought everyone will join this business because I thought everyone needs this. But what I had to understand is that people will depend on what they depend. And that's the hard thing about our business. So all the hardship, all the pushing through, all the lows, all the downs, all the bullshit can always be fixed with your mindset. So some tricks, some advice, what I do on a daily basis that could help you to change your mindset. First of all, book of gratitude, right? Always. Write down for what you are grateful. Very easily. I am so happy and grateful now. It's always in the present, never in the past, never in the future. It's now. I am so happy and grateful now that I impacted more than 1 million people with TPR, right? I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm healthy, wealthy, whatever. I am so happy and grateful now. Every day, 4 sentences, 4 things that you are grateful for every day. Because you can, one more thing that is very powerful. Try to think 2 thoughts at the same time. Try to think positive, 1 negative, and 1 positive thought at the same time. On 1, 2, 3. It's not possible, right? So either you think negative or you think positive. So I choose when I wake up to think positive by writing down what I'm grateful for. So negativity automatically goes off my life. How many people do you know that wake up and the first thing they do is they check the news, they check Facebook, they check Instagram, they read newspaper? And what do you see in the news, in the media? They scare you. Everyone is dying because of COVID, right? The world will come to an end in 2 years. There are aliens coming, blah, blah, what the fuck bullshit. You know, it's only bullshit all the time. So if you focus on rather consuming than creating, you will see how your life will change. So that's number 1. thank you and thank yourself and thank the future self and thank the universe and God or whatever. So you're positive, right? That's number one. Number two is if you stand in front of a mirror, talk good to yourself, right? When you brush your teeth, when you wake up, when you do, ladies, when you do your makeup, look in the mirror and focus on the things that you like about yourself. You know, just stand there like, fuck, you look good. Or shit, I have beautiful hair or whatever. Don't focus on the negative. But every time you see yourself, focus on what you are, the beautiful, or what you want to become. Right? Just do it. Another thing is, I always had big problems and I still today have problems. And some people of you might not understand it and think I'm joking, but I have problems walking through crowds. I don't like walking through crowds. When there's a lot of people in a coffee shop, in a shisha bar, and whatever, I don't like to walk through crowds, right? So what I do when I walk through crowds is I tell stuff about myself. I say, fucking G, right? I say, you are a gangster, you are rich, you are whatever, right? I just tell myself things that I want to be. I just say, fuck, you're just a genius, right? You are impacting thousands of people. I just, when I'm in situations where I don't feel good, where I don't feel comfortable, instead of focusing on the negative, I just redirect the energy to myself and I tell myself good things. And I know it sounds stupid. Some people, you would say, oh, he's 26-year old and he walks through a crowd and he tells himself that he's a G, like he's a little kid. Bro, then I am a little kid. I don't care, right? But then I'm a G kid and I'm a rich kid. Right? I don't care. So many of you guys think that it's not cool to do stuff like that. But fuck it, who cares at the end of the day? And that's also a rigged thing in the system. A rigged thing in the system is that you see kids. Some of you guys are around kids, see kids like 4, 3, 2 years. Some of you have kids maybe. Some of you see kids that are, 2 or 3. What do? They imagine bullshit. They jump around. They call people imaginary names. They are happy. They are a little bit crazy, right? They go crazy. But how and why does it change? Because in a society, they are formed to be what? There's one sentence a lot of people say when you have dreams. They say, grow up, become a man, become a woman, become an adult. Adults don't jump around. Adults don't scream. Adults don't behave like that, right? And that's basically just the minds or basically the society forming you and your minds and destroying your imagination, destroying your free spirit, destroying your, we all the same, right? If you are walking in a crowd and someone jumps around and someone is like overly loud, we think they are different and they are wrong and they don't fit. And then people tell them, be quiet. How many of your parents told you when you were a little bit louder, they told you, be quiet, behave, be like the others, shut up, right? Don't annoy us. And that's basically the society trimming to you to be the same as everyone else. So again, how I started, because I want to give it over to a special guest today. I'm not the special guest because the special guest is always the most successful person in the room. And we have a very successful person in this room. But to come to an end and to end the circle that I started, that's where I started, right? I started to say that the whole world works in that sense to enslave you, to empower you, to tell you that you are a piece of shit, that you are not worth anything. So again, I know that we have people on the Zoom call that don't believe in themselves. I know that some of you really have the mindset and the conviction that you are not meant for success. Some of you, and I know a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people, and people come to me and say, I've never thought about me, that I am someone that could become successful. I always saw myself as someone that had to endure. I always saw myself as someone that other people let their shit out on me. I always saw myself as someone that is depressed. I always saw myself as someone that has no luck in life. Some of you people really think that. It's complete bullshit, bro. Complete bullshit. You are the most powerful, the most beautiful, the most craziest, the best that exists out there. It's facts. You know what I mean? And it's good to see some people cry and even leave the Zoom call. And I'm sorry for saying that, but some of us have to tell you that you are so powerful and that you are beautiful and you are perfect as you are. And if you are imperfect, then work on it every day. You know what I mean? Work on it every day, because that's the most beautiful thing about this business is personal development. The business will personally develop you to someone, to a superhuman. It's facts. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And for me, and I'm starting crying for myself, because for me, the thing that I hate about the world is that people like you really think that you cannot achieve anything, that you are not meant to achieve anything, that you are meant to stay stuck in a job to do the bullshit over and over again. It's true. And this is my mission. And you see, I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about trading. I'm not talking about the products, because first you have to get this right. You have to get this right first. And that is for me. TPR is for me like a community where we can impact people. Like how many people did Cynthia impact already? How many people did Tanisha already impact? How many people did Bianca, did Laima? How many did you already impact? And it's not, maybe it's not 100, but it's 2, it's 3, it's 4, it's 5. It's some of you that started to think different because Laima opened her mouth. It's some of you that started to think different because Cindy said what you always thought about, but you never had the gut, you never had the power to say it and come up for yourself. How many of you are on this call? And I know that some of you guys will say, oh man, that's like a religious shit that we're talking about, bro, but it's just fact because I'm saying what no one is saying out there. I'm just saying what you guys feel, but you're scared of talking about because some other people don't want to see you cry, because some other people don't want to take it on their sides, or other people don't understand. I understand that. I talk to so many people, guys. And again, for me, and that's what I wanted to do with this Zoom call, is for you to understand what TPR is for me. And TPR for me is just an eye opener. TPR is for me talking about the bullshit no one talks about. TPR is talking for me about the shit that all of you hide. Because again, so many people out there think they are not meant to be successful. So many people out there think they are not meant to be great. So many people out there think they have to endure the shits of their parents, of the society, of people pulling them down, pushing them down, parents telling you that you are not good enough. Parents, how many people came to me and told me that their parents, especially women, told me that their parents told them, you are just a girl, just focus on your shit job and do that for the rest of your fucking life. Bro, no. The most successful people in our industry are women. The most successful people in the society of network marketing are fucking women. And how crazy and beautiful is that? And that is TPR for me. TPR for me is a fucking revolution against a normal system, because a normal system, and it's not me, but all of you know how fucked up the normal system is. How many people do we have depressed? How many people do we have that kill themselves? How many people do we have in the society that don't want to go out anymore, that are sit in front of the computer 24/7 because they cannot compete in a normal life anymore? And these are all facts. Open your eyes. It's not me. I don't have to argue against the system. You know what speaks against the system. I am speaking against the system in terms of that I know that there are other things, because that's what I did. This here is a journal of success. This here is my thoughts from the beginning until today and how my life changed. And I'm definitely not the best, and I'm definitely not perfect, and I'm definitely not someone that, you know, should be seen as someone that is good in life. No, I'm learning every day. I'm also fucking up things, right? But where I started and where I'm now, it's different. And there's someone else on the Zoom call that started a couple of months ago, and where she is now is very different. And this is Laima. I don't have the honor to edify her, but I will still do. And then I will give it over to Cindy, and then she will re-edify her again. But so for what I know about Laima is, as I said, she joined this business and she was very skeptical. Right? Cindy was messaging me, what do I do with Laima? I don't know what to do. She's so skeptical. Message her, you know, send her a message, try to do a Zoom call with her, you know? And I'm like, bro, I'm completely here to help you. But if someone is skeptical, they have to go through the information for themselves and rely on their intelligence to understand that this business really works. And Laima was intelligent enough, after being skeptical, evaluating all the information that she got about TPR and pushing hard. So I don't want to edify her, because I believe Cindy is her mentor and she should do it. So I'm giving it over to Cindy. Thank you so much, guys. And as I said, the whole call was made for you to understand what TPR really is. This is TPR for me. For now, for you, TPR is an opportunity. Make money, become successful, be egoistic, but then never forget what TPR really is about. It's about changing lives. So I'll give it over to you, and let's get it.
Sheesh. Miguel, thank you so much. Drop some ones for Miguel. I'm literally holding myself together, not to bawl my eyes out. I already cried. He really touched me. And I'm trying to hold myself together for Laima, because I had to edify her, right? So guys, I really hope you learned something, right? I learn every single day, and yeah, being a part of this business for 1 year is never look back. You know, this is the future. This is what we do, right? And I never felt more in place than I do now, right? And yeah, I just guys wanted to now give the stage to Laima. Okay, so guys, Laima we used to be friends before this business. Okay, So when I joined, as I guys told you, I was backpacking Australia by myself, right? And there was lockdowns. I got fired 3 times, and I was just really wanting to work for myself online. I was just I was so hungry to succeed. I've done university, I've done corporate, but then yeah, I was just like I was so hungry to work for myself. Okay, and I came across this opportunity very randomly, right? I just believed in universe manifestation, right? Didn't never thought I would go into investing trading. I would never thought this is what I would be doing, right? But I wanted to make money online. One of my goals was to make money when I leave Australia, work for myself fully online, and I did it. So when I joined, I showed this opportunity to Lima because she was as well a backpacker like me. We met while backpacking in Australia, and I knew she wanted to make money online as well. And I said, hey, Lima, like I recently started this opportunity. I think this could be something really great, and I want to show it to you too because I know you told me we want to make money online. And Lima was an accountant. Okay, guys, Lima, we used to be accountant. So you guys can imagine what I had to deal with. Okay. She's accountant. So she comes to me. I said, Lima, this is it. This is what I'm gonna do. I want you to do it too, because I think this could be something great for you. She was the worst, guys. I never experienced anybody so annoying coming with me, all these bullshit, right? I want to see the annual reports, okay? Show me all the numbers, show me freaking everything. How can I trust this? Okay, literally, guys, I'm telling you, I was like, okay, I don't want to deal with her. I don't want to deal with her. So then I was like, Miguel, I have my friend. She joined me. Actually, she was one of the first people to join me. As Miguel, she joined me, but she's so freaking skeptical. I don't know what to tell her. I don't know what to do with her. And then I was like, can you please message her? I was trying to get help. And then basically she still did not believe me. Sent her so much material. She asked the questions I never even thought of because I saw people making money. Like, I don't care. I want to make money, right? I don't care about all the details, right? So then yeah, she left, guys. After a month, she's like, oh no, this is not for me. I don't want to do this. Okay. She went more traveling. So she traveled all over. Yeah, she did. I'm sure that she will tell you more. But basically, she after rejoined, and now she's one of the hardest working people here. Okay, so I'm really happy for that, and I really love how she's changing her life. So yes, without further ado, Lima, the stage is yours. She just hit global executive rank, so which is like the 4th rank. The higher your rank, the higher your income in as well, passive income in marketing. So give up for Lima. The stage is your girl. She's gonna tell you her story more in detail, and yeah, maybe give some advice and things we can learn from her. Lima.
Hello. Hope you can hear me. Thanks for introduction, Sandia. Also, thank you, Miguel, for your part. It was a lot of good value. And also massive welcome to all the new members on the team. And yeah, so finally Sandia got me to speak on presentation because I don't like doing presentations. I never liked doing presentations in school. I was always avoiding them. I'm actually really shy, and this is me stepping out of my comfort zone. But yeah, if you don't step out of your comfort zone, you just don't grow. We grow out of our comfort zones. And so yeah, I will tell a bit about my story, like how it all went, and like how did I go where I am now. So as Sandy already said, we were friends before this business. Like, we knew each other, we traveled a bit together in Australia, and then we went separate ways. And yeah, when she offered me this opportunity for the first time, I think I didn't even really listen. I was like, no, like, it's not gonna work out. It sounds like a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. Like, no, like, no way you're gonna make money there. And I was like, well, I need to pay a subscription to learn how to trade. I can do it on Google. Like, I don't need to pay. Like, I can just Google. Like, there's like so many YouTube videos and everything. But yeah, at the same time, like, I was like, kept watching what she was doing. And then I think like one of her first TikTok starting to blow up, and like she was starting to get a lot of messages that people wanted to join and like do this business. And so I got this massive FOMO, like fear of missing out, and I was like, oh my god, no, I have to join. Like, so I joined like on the same day, like immediately I signed up. And then it was one of Sandia's launch calls or presentations, and like I invited all my friends straight away. Like I didn't even know like what was this business, what was the product, how was it working. I was just like, yeah guys, we're gonna make crazy money, let's jump on it. and and of course, all of my friends were also really skeptical, and they were just like, "Nope, it's not gonna work out. Like, Lima, this is a scam. Like, it sounds like a pyramid. Like, really sketchy. Like, you shouldn't do it. Blah blah blah." And my friend's opinion was so important to me that I just freaked out and I decided to leave. And so I just left after like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks. I was gone. But I went traveling. I went backpacking around Australia. So I went from Brisbane to Perth. Like we did a massive road trip. So I was living in a car with my friends for 2 months. We were just road tripping, living in the bush. It was actually really fun. So if you haven't been into Western Australia, highly recommend. It's really beautiful. It's really pretty over there. But yeah, so at the end I moved to Perth, and yeah, and I like, even though I left this business, I was still thinking about it. But it was really hard not to think about it because Sandia was being so consistent, and she would be posting on her Instagram every day. So like every day I would open my phone, open my Instagram, it would be Sandia there with her stories, how this business is going, how everything is going. And like it was just all the time in my mind that I couldn't leave. And yeah, at that time she also made 10,000 US dollars in profits. And I was like, oh my God, I got another massive FOMO. Like, so you can actually make money here. That's crazy. I have to do this again. Like, so I joined again. This time I had like a bit better mindset already. I knew that I don't have to listen to my broke friends. I love them with all my heart, but like I cannot take financial advice from them if they're not financially there where I want to be. So yeah, I joined, but like my mindset still was, I think it was still not the best. And I think the hardest part for me was to realize, in order to achieve my new life, I need to get like rid of my old life, like to get rid of my old self, because like I was really attached to my old self, my party life, my backpacking life, and everything. So like I joined, and I wasn't actually really doing much. Like I was still going out, I was still partying, like still just doing all the stuff that all the backpackers are doing. And yeah, maybe watching like 1 or 2 educational videos a week. That was like the best case scenario. Or like making 1 TikTok and then complaining that I'm not making any money. Like it's not actually working that well. And yeah, and then what happened, actually, COVID pretty much saved me because they put me in hotel quarantine for New Year's. So like for 2 weeks, I had to be in a hotel quarantine, and like Perth was really, really dramatic at the time. Like we got like 1 case in the whole city, like in the whole state, and they shut down everything. They shut down the whole city, the whole parties, like all the New Year's events were completely cancelled. So, and I was like in the quarantine by myself. I was not sick. I was just had to be there because I was like close contact. And I was like, okay, I guess this is universe telling me to get my shit together and start doing something. And yeah, so I decided not to cry about it, that I cannot go out and party with my friends for New Year's. Like I cannot go to a festival. That it's a sign for me to start doing something. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go all in, and I'm just gonna hustle and like start learning and like take things seriously. And in these 2 weeks, I did so much more than like in 2 months in this business at all. Like I was just, after I had to leave the quarantine, I was like, oh, can I stay longer? Can I stay for 1 more week? Because like I'm being so productive, and like I didn't really want to go back to my hostel to meet my friends, and like because they all partying, and like it's just like not the right environment. And so yeah, basically it was like a really big like turning point for me. Like it's literally new year, new me. And yeah, after that I was just stopped partying, and I decided to go all in and like stop looking for excuses, because like you either create excuses or you either create a change. And I know that sometimes it's easier to stay in your comfort zone, to stick with your 9 to 5 job, even if you don't like it, but you still stick with it because you kind of know everything, how it is, like, you know, how it goes, like, you know, how many hours you have to work and how much money you're gonna get for it. It's just like so way easier than starting to create something new, to starting a new business, because it's scary to take some new steps because you don't know how it's gonna go, like how much time it's gonna take for you to succeed. But like yeah, you just have to step out of your comfort zone and start doing things, because like if you're comfortable, that means that you are not growing, and you just have to make yourself uncomfortable all the time. That's how we grow. And also remember that like the day when you plant the seed, it's not when you eat the fruit. Like you have to really work on yourself. And at the moment I'm still working my 9 to 5, and I'm also studying in uni, and I still find time to do this business. So if someone tells me that they don't have time for this, like I don't believe them, because you can find the time, like if you really want it. Like it's maybe just not your priority, or you don't want it bad enough. Like for example, if someone would tell you that I will give you $1 million if you stay consistent and show up every day for 1 year. You just show up. Like doesn't matter if you do marketing or learn trading or anything. You just show up, and doesn't matter what results you get, like, but you just like stay consistent and do it like for 1 day every day for a whole year. You get like $1 million. I bet you would show up. Like you would show up every day. Like you would do it. Like you would find the time. Like at least for 1 hour, you would find the time. So guys, don't tell me that you don't have time to do something. It's just that you maybe don't want it bad enough. And so yeah, my mindset just has changed so much since I'm in this business, and Sandia probably has seen this growth the most. And I still see that there's like so much room for me to grow, and I'm really thankful for her that she pushed me, because without her I would not be here. And I know that I was a real pain in the ass, and I even told her that I would probably never work with someone like me, like I was at the beginning, because you just know, like we don't need people like this, like me at the beginning. But yeah, so massive thank you to Sandia for showing me this opportunity and not giving up on me, because yeah, we're gonna go to the top together. And yeah, I guess that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Lima. Yes, we're going to the top together, and I'm so happy that you're in this business. And the change I've seen in this lady is insane, because I guys did not know her before, and I never ever expected this, right? So she surprised me very pleasantly, right? So anybody can change their life around, anybody can, okay? So it's just a willpower, you know. But yes, drop some ones for Lima, okay? And yes, that's guys gonna be it for today, and I'll see you all on next Sunday, okay? And our weekly team calls, same time, same place, and let's smash this week, okay? Let's learn some skills, let's work on the business. And if you guys need any help, never be scared to reach out to me or other leaders, okay? And yes guys, bye bye.